The pager informed me that the flight would be at the airport at 3:15 a.m. By the early page, I knew it would be coming home. I set my alarm to wake me in plenty of time to make the 25-mile ride to Bangor, and got in a pretty restful night of sleep. The smiles on the tired faces of the troops as they saw the greeting line at 03:15 was priceless. I noticed their patch that let me know they were an aviation unit, and I smiled to think of the fact that they had now flown home. One chief, warrant officer 5, and I spoke, and he told me that he was a Kiowa pilot, and that the other unit that shared the ride was an Apache unit out of a Midwestern National Guard unit. We chatted a bit, then I drifted around the corner and started talking to a married couple. He was a captain and she was an E6, and they were very, very pleasant. He flew Apaches, so I naturally began to speak of our own captain, Jay Brainerd. He got really attentive and then said, I knew Jay. He was flying to one of our areas when he paused and it was moved. I showed him the in-memory patch with Jay on it I had made for the Patriot Guard run. We talked a bit. Cheryl, another troop greeter, took off her in-memory bracelet and gave it to the captain. He was honored. She said, I wanted you to have it. I can always get another one. I drifted on so he could take care of some things and talked with a major from the same outfit. He had tears in his eyes as he spoke of the day when Jay and John made that ultimate sacrifice. We have a special service there on the ground for our fallen, and the names are read out loud. That day there were 2 names, and as they were read, the silence was painful. He cleared his throat and went on to say how much he appreciated the Patriot Guard, combat vets, and others who escorted Jay home. They had gotten news clips on the web and all followed the proceedings from afar. It completes almost a circle for me. These soldiers were there when their comrades were lost. They were there as they were sent to the United States. There was an escort from there to Dover, and unbeknownst to me at the time, my nephew-in-law was working as chaplain on the ground in Dover as Jay was prepared for his final journey home. I passed the chair where the captain and his lady were seated, and he got my attention. He said, I can't give much, but here's our unit patch. He handed me one and another to Ziggy, a brother in the Patriot Guard and troop greeter. I mentioned a bit later that I would send the patch to Jay's mom, and he reached in his pocket and said, give her this one and you keep yours. I will send it to her with his words. Please give his mom our greeting and say, we remember. I'm sitting here thinking of his family on this fine fall day. I don't know how to truly honor the sacrifice they've been called to lay upon freedom's altar. But I can do my best to keep alive the bright memory of one person who sacrificed a future for the future of others. I was reminded of it again and again, and I bow my head and I thank God for the life of a brother I never met.